even ship it to you for free. So we really want to get that bed dressed for you for the summertime so that you and your guests are nice and cozy and comfy. So take a look at both of those offers from Sealy on hsn.com right now, and you'll get all the details. All right, let's talk about lighting around your home. If you ever struggle with remembering to turn the lights on or remembering to turn them off, maybe you're looking for some more convenience factor, you want to save some money, maybe you're going to be vacationing and you want the perception of being home when you're not. Well, this next item is going to do all of those things for you. It comes from Living Glow. You have your choice of that soft, warm amber light or the true, clear, bright daylight option. But you are receiving 4 of the Dusk to Dawn LED light bulbs. These screw into the light socket like any normal bulb would, but when the sun goes down, these automatically illuminate. And then when the sun comes back up, they automatically shut off. It's incredible. You screw these into the socket, forget about it for 12 years. That's how long they're gonna last for you. All you have to do is put them where you want them and let them do the rest of the work. It is $14.99 total for all 4 of these. That puts them at just over $3.50 a piece. I have seen smart bulbs out there for upward of $30, and you need an app, you need Wi-Fi, you need Bluetooth. There's always some extra thing that you have to have. These are the simplest, most convenient, easiest way to enjoy light when you need it. 300 reviews on these, 250 of them are a perfect 5-star. So let's dive in. Julie Truster is here to share the details. Julie, we featured these a couple hours ago,
yes,
and they were flying out the door. Yep. So I'm glad we got to squeeze you in for one more presentation on this particular set. This is the lowest I've ever seen us do these.
I know, lowest price that we have ever done. And I want you to look at it up close because it's a standard everyday bulb. It fits a standard socket. You can see it looks just like a regular bulb because it is. It's an LED, energy efficient. They're around $1 a year to use these.
Nice.
But you just screw them in, and then all you have to do is turn your light switch in the on position, okay, keep it up, and it's gonna flash like that. That lets you know that it's working. Now, they don't work during the day. In fact, when I first got it home, I screwed them in, and I'm like, they're not working.
But that's the beauty of it.
That's the beauty of it.
Right.
Everything about it is automatic. They automatically come on at night, and then they go off in the morning. You don't do a thing. Just leave your light switch up all the time. So we're gonna show these 2. They're typically for outdoors. And then, but also if you wanna put one, you know, indoors in a lamp, maybe at the front of your house by the window, you can do that too. So think about your porch lights, your maybe garage lights, your carriage lights. Maybe you have that dark area at the side of your house. Any outdoor light, as long as it fits a standard socket. And so we're gonna dim the lights. We're gonna get it dark in here and watch that we do absolutely nothing. Yeah. There's no app,
we don't do anything.
Wi-Fi. There's nothing. They
and
are
there we go.
Completely automatic.
How genius.
Yay.
These are always the most successful items that we present because they just solve a problem.
And they're easy.
And it's easy, it's not complicated to understand, they're not super expensive, but this is Living Glow, which is a really highly respected brand in the lighting industry. They are a national brand. You have seen them out in the big marketplace. We can bring you incredible deals here. $14.99 for 4 of these. That's a big deal. And think about all the safety things too. Like think if you're gone and it becomes nighttime while you're out. You come home, it's already illuminated your walkway, that dark area by the front door, the side of the house, maybe it's the steps, you know, going up to the front. Lots of reasons you want light, and if you weren't home to turn them on, now at least you have it. But then also during the day, you were saying earlier, you don't want to be the house with the lights on during the day. That's a dead giveaway that somebody's not there.
Right.
Or not paying attention.
And bad people drive around and they look for those homes. So Living Glow, when they initially designed this, they wanted it to be a safety light. Okay. So that it is a safety light. Let me show you again. All you have to do is screw it in when you get it home. Each bulb is rated for 50,000 hours. So each bulb, this is gonna last 12 years. That one's gonna last 12 years.
So good.
That's if you have it on for an average of 12 hours a night. Yeah. But let's dim the lights again, and then we'll show you the different color tones. And I want you to also watch the lamp over here. So you've got your maybe your porch lights here, or your garage lights. You also keep this one right here, maybe at the front of the house by that window. There's no app, you don't have to worry about a timer. Most people have this right here on a timer, but you don't have to do that. So this is called daylight, and all you have to do is pick your color tone, daylight and soft. This is daylight. And this right here is soft. It's just a different look. They're both the same amount of lumens. They're 1,000 lumens each. This is more of that warm amber glow, kind of. Some people like this at the front of the house.
Yeah.
Some people like this at the back. This is that crisp white. It's just a matter of personal preference. And Living Glow made them 1,000 lumens. A regular standard bulb is 800 lumens. These are a little bit brighter, and it goes back to that safety light.
What a great deal.
So you can go out of town. And your lights automatically go on and off. You can be at work. You can be sleeping. You can. I know a lot of us forget. We're busy. You don't. You forget to turn the lights on and off. Every single thing about this is automatic, and I believe that it's Living Glow's highest rated product because it is so simple and easy.
It really, and it's funny because these alone, this 4-pack, has 300 reviews. So of 300 reviews, 250 are perfect. Absolutely perfect 5-star. Not just like, they're okay, they work, they do what they say they will. No, like, I love these. People rave about it. And think about the convenience factor of it all, the ease of it too. I mean, it makes sense. So I love that we're bringing this to you in a 4-pack. $14.99 is the lowest price we've done on these before. That puts them just over $3.50 a piece. And when you look out at the marketplace, maybe even if you can find something comparable to this, are they shatterproof? Are they LED? Are they gonna last, 12 years for you on an average of 12 hours of use every single night? These don't need an app. They don't need Wi-Fi. Like, truly, the simplest it can possibly get is right here.
And no timers. Like, you do nothing.
That's good
I'm going to show you again. This is installation. It's a regular standard bulb, and you put it in just like a regular bulb. It's also shatter resistant. I'm banging it down. There we go. Shatter resistant. It's warm to the touch. They don't get hot like the old ones. You screw it in, and all you have to do is just keep your light switch up, and then everything's automatic.
Yeah.
That is it. And you don't have to worry about it for 12 years. So if it's on for an average of 12 hours a night, each bulb will last around 12 years. They're LEDs, so they are energy efficient, and they're going to be around $1 a year per bulb to run. So totally different than the other bulbs that we grew up with. Completely different. Let's dim the lights again, because one of the questions I get all the time are people ask if you can turn it on and off.
Okay.
And then we'll show you the color again. So you're getting 4 each, and automatically come on.
So good.
This is what they call soft, and then the one in the lamp is daylight. So people say, well, when they're on at night, can you turn them off? And yep, you can turn them on and off. So you can
still control it.
Like this. And if it's your lamp, if you want it off, it works just like a regular bulb. They just don't work during the day, during the light. They automatically come on at night, and then they go off in the morning. In fact, let's turn the lights back up, and so we'll show you. This is the best thing. If you're out of town in the morning, they go off automatically.
So
whatever time it is, wherever you live, whatever state, whatever daylight savings, time
you don't have to worry about
you don't worry about it. And if you're out of town, they go off, so it's a safety feature. So you don't have to worry about people circling in neighborhoods looking for the light that's on.
And you had mentioned too, like, if you read through those reviews, some people, they're meant for outdoor, but some people do use them inside, and it's almost like having a nightlight. Because when you go to bed and everybody's shutting lights off and it gets dark in the house, then it will pop on. It's just like we're doing here in the studio. So it depends on your personal needs and usage. But the genius of this is you don't need the sunlight per se to charge it. They're not like solar powered. It just senses when there is light and when there isn't to know when to pop on and shut off. So it really does give you a lot of freedom.
Yes, they have a sensor in it that sensors light, and it's as simple as that. Really simple and easy. And I'll show you again, they're LEDs. They fit a standard bulb, a standard socket. You can see right here. They're also shatterproof, shatter resistant, and you just screw it in, and you want to make sure that that light switches up and on, and then it's going to flash. That lets you know that it's working, and then it goes off. So they don't work during the day. So during the day, don't worry. I kept turning my light switch on and off, and I finally had to tape it
just so it would stay on.
To keep it up, to make sure it would go on at night, and then they're automatic.
And this is so nice too. If you work late hours, like I do, and a lot of people, even in the winter time, like it gets dark earlier, and then by the time you get home, everything's pitch black. Or I can't tell you how many times my husband, bless his heart, but I always tell him, I'm gonna get home at 3 in the morning. Please make sure that you turn the porch lights on.
And
you forget.
Yes.
You go to bed, we're human. With these, they will automatically be on. So again, for the safety factor, it's like you're pulling up to your house now, maybe the day got away from you and it got late, you can see where you've got the lights, you can see the walkway, you can see the steps, you can see that dark area on the side of the house. Like you have more options because the light is illuminating things for you that otherwise wouldn't have been on, let's say. So based on your scenario, this is something that is really gonna give you peace of mind as well as that convenience factor. Like it goes above and beyond all of that.
Exactly. Do you know that you're the 4th host that told me that has said that their husband forgets to turn the lights on?
And then I come home, I'm like, man, it's late, it's dark.
A lot of us work these late hours. I know my husband's pretty good at it, but
well, with these, you never even have to remember.
My husband's military, you know, so he knows those things. He's in a routine, but most people forget. My next door neighbor, I actually gave her a bowl because when we were walking the dog at night, her front area was so dark. She just forgot to turn it on, and I was afraid her car was going to get broken into. We don't live in a gated neighborhood. And so I gave her a light, and she thought it was the best thing in the world. And she said, I just forget.
And how annoying when it's like 4 in the afternoon and you realize you've left the lights on all day long. And you're like, man, what a waste, you know? I'm like running these things. And so if you get these, you're gonna get 4 of them. So think maybe you've got one in the front on each side of the front door. Maybe you've got a back patio with lights. Maybe it's down by your garage. I mean, dependent upon where you've got these fixtures, you just screw it into the socket and make sure that the power source is turned on, like the light switch is on, and forget about it. That's it. Like, I love that there is no really ongoing, check the app, make sure the Wi-Fi is going, like, you know, I don't have to do anything, timers, none of it.
Nothing like that. These are so simple and easy. And then if you want to use it indoor, think of a lamp area, maybe like a living room or your kitchen, even if you get up in the middle of the night and you want it as a safety lamp, you don't want to trip, you don't want to fall, maybe do you get up and go to the bathroom, or do you get up and get a drink of water? That's what one of the reviews I read. She said she didn't want to trip and fall, and she put it in her hallway. So again, you can use it that way too, but it doesn't work during the day. So just know that it'll automatically come on at night. So I think the lamp is a great idea, because a lot of people, they do the lamp at the front of the window with a timer. But then, you know, when the year changes, the time of year,
it's on at the wrong time and off
you gotta
too
set
soon.
it, you have to go in the app and all that. This is simple and easy.
And that also would give the illusion of someone being home. I mean, summertime is perfect to have this in our show, because if you are away for extended periods of time, or maybe you own a vacation home somewhere, you want to make sure that the lights are coming on at night and then shutting off during it gives that illusion that somebody's home or somebody's checking on the house to make sure that's getting done. You know?
And Living Glow, they've been at HSN since 2018. We've sold over 5.5 million bulbs.
Wow.
So yes, and this is their top rated product. I know it's silly. I know it's an outdoor light bulb.